So how do you break your fast? The most important thing to remember here is that you have to move from a mindset of I have just fasted for so long and I'm free to eat whatever I want to now, to a mindset of I have fasted for so many hours to give my body certain benefits. So my body is super receptive right now to anything that I put into it, whether it is good or bad. So let me try to put in foods which my body will benefit from. So once you move into this mindset, there are two things that you need to tackle. First thing is how much of food should I eat, and second thing is what kinds of food should I eat to break my fast. Let's address the first question first about how much of food that you need to eat. So this depends on the type of fasting that you have been doing. So if you are someone who has been doing intermittent fasting, there is not much of a change in the quantity of food that you will consume. So during your eating window, you will eat the amount of calories that you require on that particular day. So there is no change in that. If you are someone who has fasted for anywhere between 24 to 36 hours, then a good thing to do would be to cut the amount of calories that you take in a particular day to half on the day that you break your fast. And from the next day onwards, second day onwards, you can eat normally. So the reason for this is because your digestive enzymes are a little low at this point of time. So you don't want to stress your digestive system by putting in a lot of food immediately after you break your fast. Your protein intake has to be kept stable. So if you are taking about 0.8 to 1.5 gram per kg body weight of protein, cut that into half. Next thing is, if you are someone who has been fasting for extended periods of time, anywhere above 48 and 72 hours, etc., you have to be a little concerned about what is called as a refeeding syndrome, where you have to be mindful about the electrolyte balance in the body. So I do not advocate people going on extended fasts without the guidance of a healthcare professional. So intermittent fasting is something which is safe, so you can stick to that, and a 24-hour fast may be a good thing for you to stick to. Anything beyond that, I would advise that you speak to your healthcare professional first before embarking on extended fasts. Next question is, what foods can I take to break my fast? So if you have fasted for any period of time, whether it's an intermittent fasting or a 24 fast or whatever it is, you have to understand the key rule is to never break your fast with foods which are highly processed and sugar laden. So when you consume such foods, there is an immediate spike in the insulin levels in the body, which is not good. You want to keep your insulin levels steadily, because by fasting you have brought down the amount of insulin in your body, and your body is very, very insulin sensitive right now. So you do not want to put in foods which are highly processed and high in sugar. Second thing is, do not take in foods which are very high in salt, because it leads to water retention. Third thing, never break your fast with alcohol, because your body in a fasted state, since it has utilized all the glucose and the stored glucose in the form of glycogen from the liver, it is going to start breaking down fat for its energy needs. So when fats are started to use in the body, there will be a lot of ketones in the body. So you don't want to break your fast with alcohol, which can lead to certain other complications. Next thing is for you to pick foods which are easily digestible. So here you have to understand FODMAPs. Now FODMAPs is nothing but fermentable oligodimonosaccharides and polyols. Now there are foods which are low in FODMAPs and high in FODMAPs. Now foods which are low in FODMAPs are better to be consumed when you break your fast. The reason being, foods which are low in FODMAPs are easily digestible, they attract and retain less water, and they are not very easily fermentable by the gut bacteria. So this prevents any kinds of indigestion and gas formation, etc. So if you are a non-vegetarian, what foods can you take while breaking a fast? So like I said, always stick to a protein, little protein and a little bit of fat. Try to avoid too much of carbohydrate in the first meal that you take. to break your fast because you don't want to spike your insulin. And even though protein spikes your insulin a little bit, it's not as bad as carbohydrates, and fats of course have the lowest possibility of spiking your insulin. So break your fast with a meal which has a little amount of protein, little amount of fat, and some vegetables. So the vegetables that you choose will be vegetables which are low in FODMAPs. So you can stick to vegetables such as spinach, cucumber, tomato, bell peppers or capsicums, red, green or yellow bell peppers, spring onions. So these are the vegetables that you can stick to. Other than this, what you can do is, if you are non-vegetarian, you can opt for eggs. You can opt for a lean piece of chicken breast or a slice of fish. So you can, a typical meal, maybe you can have an omelette with all the vegetables that I mentioned cut up into it, or you can have a smoothie with spinach, and you can have a slice of chicken breast, or a few eggs scrambled, or a slice of fish. If you are a vegetarian, then the best source for you to get your protein in is from tofu. Of course, there are other sources of protein for vegetarians. For example, your chickpeas, your lentils, your rajma, your mung dal and things like that, but these are slightly higher in FODMAP, so it is better to avoid them in the first meal that you break your fast with. After a couple of hours, you can always include this. So for your first meal, stick to foods which are low in FODMAPs. Now going in for your grains, it's preferable not to take in anything with wheat and barley, rye, etc., because these are a little bit higher in FODMAPs. So the grains which are lower in FODMAPs are rice, you can take rice, quinoa, and oats. So these are lower in the FODMAPs, so you can consume these. But preferably when you break a fast, I would suggest that you stick to a little bit of protein, little bit of fat, and some vegetables which are low in FODMAPs. After 2 hours, you can go in and have your regular meal with rice, and you can have a fruit, etc. in that meal. If you have to have a fruit when you break your fast, pick fruits which are low in FODMAPs. For example, most berries are low in FODMAPs. Then your watermelon, melons, muskmelon is low in FODMAPs. Banana is also low in FODMAPs. So these are things, but again, be a little bit sensible. If you are going to include fruits in the first meal after you break your fast, understand that there will be a spike in insulin. So I suggest that you do not break your fast with fruit. It is better for you to break your fast with little bit of protein and little bit of fat and a bowl of vegetables. So this is something which you can use as a guide for you to break your fast. I prefer to break my fast with a glass of warm water and apple cider vinegar and turmeric and little bit of ginger and lemon into it, and then I go in for my first meal. It's mostly eggs with spinach, with a spinach smoothie. This is how I break my fast, and it has worked well for me. And again, a word of caution, people who have not fasted before, and if you have any medical conditions, please speak to your healthcare professional first before you embark on any kind of fasting. I hope I have answered your queries about breaking your fast. I have a few more queries to talk about. I will address it in forthcoming videos. And until then, stay healthy and stay safe, guys.